Your budget shows, Mayor, that the GLA will be increasingly short of revenue grant funding in future years, just at a time when the GLA is taking over important LDA programmes on skills and environment and youth and so on. In the medium to long term, you're talking about money being released from capital assets, but how are you going to fund flagship programmes such as those on youth and skills and environment in the next year?
Well, Darren, you've been very persistent on this point, and you're quite right to be so. I think you're really driving at renew and refit, and all I can say is that in negotiations, discussions with DEC, they are very keen to see London as the flagship of retrofitting. That will require funding. It is a discussion that continues with them, and it is not unlike the argument that I think we've successfully been having about policing, but I'm confident that we will have a successful result.
You keep telling me at meeting after meeting not to worry and that the money will turn up somehow, but we're still not seeing the detailed spending plans in front of us as to how those programmes can be funded and delivered. Can I give you
perhaps one extra line of thinking that may be creative for you? Obviously, retrofitting homes is about improving houses and places where people live. It may be possible, Darren, that we should be thinking about whether some of the considerable funds that are available to us under the HCA budget, which is now transferred to us, could be used to that end, and that will obviously be something that we may want to think about.
Do you still expect to reach your retrofitting target of 200,000 homes by 2012? You've been in office 3.5 years now. So far, you've delivered 55,000 homes in in terms of retrofitting. That's
we're confident that we can accelerate
145,000 to go this year. Are you confident that you'll get an extra 145,000 during 2012?
Well, as you know, the programme has been accelerating, Darren, and we are not defeatist.
That's quite an acceleration you'll need, isn't it? That's quite enough.
55,000 is quite a lot to have done already, given
145,000
given the position we were in. I think where there's a will, there's a way. And this is a dynamic city. I think it's if you look at what they did in Germany with the Beschäftigungs, but I think it's something that we should be seriously contemplating. I don't think there's any reason to be defeatist. It may be that we don't achieve quite 200,000, but let's give it our absolute best.
Right. This is still your draft budget, so I won't be as harsh on you as maybe I would at the final budget stage. But will you give an absolute commitment that your final budget will include the full funding required to reach the 145,000 homes during 2012?
I will give you a commitment that we will try to show you some better indications of how we will achieve the retrofit programme, but I'm absolutely
That's a bit waffly. That's a bit waffly. Do you want to have a go at giving me a firmer commitment?
No, I want to tell you that our budget will give you a better indication than we've got now.
It couldn't give a worse
but
indication.
I'm not going to spell out in detail exactly where the funds are coming, because this is, after all, still a matter for negotiation, and I don't want the government to think that we can magic the money from somewhere when I think the DEC should jolly well be paying for it. Okay?
So we sit and wait and hope for the best until February then.
Yes.
Thank you.